The NFL has a new policy on the national anthem. However, many players and one owner are sounding off. Have your say by taking my Twitter poll. If you haven't heard by now, you'll be seeing more of America's former first couple. The Obamas will be on and off camera in a unique deal with Netflix. Some are not happy with the deal and say they will boycott the popular streaming service. We'll have more on this story and President Trump canceling the North Korea summit on the ABC Columbia mobile app. Plus, the national manhunt for the last of 3 escaped inmates continues. Curtis Green was in the Orangeburg County Regional Detention Center charged with murder. Take a listen to what the sheriff said to those that may be helping him.
If I was the director over the jail, if you assist them, I would personally put you in the same cell that they escaped from.
And we're getting a new look at video of Bucks rookie Sterling Brown being tased.
Taser! As a human being, I am offended by what I saw on the video.
Hello, and thank you for joining me. From Maine and Gervais, I'm Kimberlei Davis. I hope that you're well this Thursday. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You shared the day with singer Patti LaBelle. Those trending headlines, celebrity birthdays, and your moment in history are all up next today, May 24th. We begin with that new rule in the NFL, cracking down on the national anthem protests. Commissioner Roger Goodell announcing Wednesday, if any player is on the field, he must stand. ABC's Ryan Smith is here with details.
If anyone is on the field and is disrespectful to the anthem or the flag, there would be a fine from the league against the team.
Under the new rules, players may stay in the locker room during the Star-Spangled Banner, but if they are on the field, they must stand, or the team could face fines.
We want people to be respectful of the national anthem. We want people to stand.
Vice President Mike Pence hailing the new policy as a victory for President Trump, tweeting, "Today's decision by the NFL is a win for the fans, a win for POTUS, and a win for America." The president weighing in this morning.
Good. I don't think people should be staying in locker rooms, but still, I think it's good. You have to stand proudly for the national anthem. Well, you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there. Maybe you shouldn't be in the country. You have to stand proudly for the national anthem. And the NFL owners did the right thing if that's what they've done.
But many prominent players begging to differ. Eagles defensive end Chris Long tweeting a statement, "This is not patriotism. Don't get it confused," adding, "Our league continues to fall short on this issue." At least one owner seemingly supporting players who want to kneel. Jets co-owner Christopher Johnson saying he'll pay any fines his players get. The rule change coming nearly 2 years after former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick first started kneeling to protest racial inequality and police brutality.
Welcome back. With 1 escapee still on the loose and at least 6 others charged with accessory, our Angela Rogers has the details on the nationwide manhunt for Curtis Green.
Bond was denied for 3 inmates who they believe aided in the escape on Saturday and in some cases tried to break free themselves. Otis Goodwin is said to be one of the main players in setting up the jailbreak. He's charged with 2 counts of aiding in the escape and assault for allegedly beating the detention officer during the event. Orangeburg County Sheriff Leroy Ravenel says Goodwin attempted to escape himself, but was unsuccessful because he continued to beat up the guard and ended up getting locked in the control room. Roosevelt Johnson showed the judge attitude when she told him he's charged with 2 counts of aiding in an escape. Deputies say he asked for items to clean his cell with, but then put those items in the door so other inmates could get into the control room and start the attack on the guard. That officer was in the courtroom today. A victim advocate spoke on his behalf, saying he doesn't have any serious injuries, but is sore and just wants to have justice served. She also said that he's not going to be working in the same area. Tykeal Huggins was also in bond court today. Officers say he made it out of the jail pod, but got stuck in between 2 of the fences. They say he was trapped outside and couldn't get back into the detention center for 2 hours because of an electrical malfunction. Ravenel made it very clear that this is not a game, especially because he says the actions of these inmates caused fear throughout the entire community because 2 inmates are charged with murder and they're able to escape because of this, he says. He also said that the last inmate on the run, Curtis Green, is also going to be hunted just like the 2 others who were on the run earlier. Tyshawn Johnson was arrested Tuesday around 2 in Winston-Salem. Sheriff Ravenel says in the 65 hours of his escape, he made his way through Virginia, then North Carolina, before getting caught by U.S. Marshals.
During his apprehension, when they approached Mr. Johnson, they observed him reaching in the back seat of the vehicle, and they discovered later that he had a .22 caliber rifle in the back seat that he was not able to get to.
Sheriff Ravenel and U.S. Marshal Thomas Griffin said Curtis Green must be behind bars again, saying if anyone is caught assisting him during their investigation, they will end up in jail along with him. Both the U.S. Marshals and Sheriff's Department say the escape was coordinated and they will find all parties involved.
There were about 10 to 15 inmates that were out that were not supposed to be out, which we're thinking now was actually a part of the plan.
Councilman Willie Owens says he's upset 2 men charged with murder are in jail and not prison.
We feel that these prisoners are staying in our jail too long, and we want to talk with the solicitor to see about moving these prisoners to where they should be placed.
We're told Tyshawn Johnson is still in North Carolina, and it might take a couple weeks for him to get back extradited back to South Carolina, especially because he was in Virginia, which is where they say he stole the car before getting caught in North Carolina. From Orangeburg County Sheriff's Department, Angela Rogers, ABC Columbia News.
Take your hands out of your pockets now. I got stuff in my hand. Taser, taser, taser!
Now to that fallout over the release of that disturbing body cam video showing the arrest of Milwaukee Bucks player Sterling Brown. ABC's Alex Perez is in Milwaukee, where residents are demanding more answers and action. What's the latest, Alex?
How you doing? You got a driver's license?
The Milwaukee Police Department facing scrutiny this morning after the release of this body cam video.
I just told you to back up.
Capturing a confrontation between officers and Milwaukee Bucks player Sterling Brown.
2390. Can't get another squad here.
The 22-year-old being surrounded by officers after he illegally parked his car at this Walgreens lot back in January, blocking 2 handicapped spaces. Brown appears to be talking calmly when suddenly
Take your hands out of your pockets now. I got stuff in my hand.
officers force him to the ground, then tase him.
Taser, taser, taser!
The police chief now condemning that use of force.
Our department conducted an investigation into the incident, which revealed members acted inappropriately.
Tased and arrested.
Hours after the incident, Brown back on the court.
Great pass, Delavado by Sterling Brown.
The Bucks rookie asked about the marks on his face.
Are you able to confirm if, the bruise and scab on the side of your face is from that incident?
I mean, like I said, it's an issue I'm dealing with right now. I mean, that's all I really want to say right now.
The officers, who in the police report indicated Brown became very aggressive and physically resisted, have been disciplined.
As a human being, I am offended by what I saw on the video.
Community leaders here demanding change.
We shouldn't have to live on pins and needles about if we can just get from one side of town to the next.
On Twitter, Brown saying situations like mine and worse happen every day in the black community. Black men shouldn't have to have their guard up and instantly be on the defensive when seeing a police officer, but it's our reality.
Brown did get a parking ticket, but criminal charges against him were never filed. He says he does intend to take legal action against the Milwaukee Police Department. Alex Perez, ABC News, Milwaukee.
On this day in 1883, the Brooklyn Bridge linking Brooklyn and Manhattan was dedicated by President Chester Alan Arthur and New York Governor Grover Cleveland. This AP photo shows pedestrians strolling along the promenade of the bridge. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You share the day with singer Patti LaBelle. She's 73. Actress Priscilla Presley is 72. And musician Bob Dylan is 76. Well, that's our time for today. You've been watching What's Trending. The news continues online at abccolumbia.com, on our mobile app, and on the news at 6 and 11. I'm Kimberlei Davis. Be kind to each other. Have a terrific Thursday, and thanks for watching.
The star needs some space. Give him a chance to relax. He has a heart. He's human. Let him have a bed, a pillow. What more can I give?
We saw Michael Jackson deteriorating, and he looked increasingly frail.
I didn't have any clue what was going on.
'Cause I got issues, but you got them too.
Little did we know he was being injected with demo over 50 times in 3 months.
It's just the whole overall thing it's hard to deal with. It really is. It's a hard situation.
And one of them is how bad I need you.
There was always kind of drama going on with Michael.
You got this perfect storm.
Michael, we love you, Michael. We love you. We really do, Michael. We love you.
People expect more and more because once it's done, it's immortal. It's you can't go back.
12:25, an alarm came in for a cardiac arrest.
I need an ambulance as soon as possible, sir.
He's unconscious, he's not breathing?
Yes, he's not breathing, sir.
Did anybody witness what happened?
Just the doctor, sir.
My first question was, how could this happen? You knew there was a doctor there? How could Michael Jackson die? What really happened in that room?
As I arrived in the bedroom, there was some medical equipment, which, as you would imagine, is very unusual.
What the hell is propofol? I will never forget the day that Michael Jackson died.
He put his arms around me and whispered in my ear, "He's gone, we lost him."
No one could believe it. Staggering.
Like a comet blazing across the evening sky. Gone too soon.
Still, you have your days where it's just really, it's hard to believe, and a day doesn't go by that I don't think about him.
The Last Days of Michael Jackson, the documentary event, Thursday at 8/7 Central on ABC.